In this video, we are going to see about the essential elements of a business. These topics include structure, performance, legal foundations, registrations, and IP and innovation management. This is Sambal. Let's move on. So, while looking upon the essential elements of a business, we identified here six foundational building blocks every business must get right. So these are the various structures. That is, you have to concentrate on the organizational structure, how the business performs, and what are the legal aspects which are included in the business operations, and what are the regulatory bodies which controls through government of various business involved in the nation, and corporate registration, how we have to register while we are doing a business, and various IP, patent, and innovation ideas, how to create and how to register and how to protect your ideas of your business. While looking upon the organizational structure, so we have to first identify how it's going to function. So what is the hierarchy? What are the various divisions it is going to involve in your business? Suppose if you are running a college, you have to know the major hierarchy. So we need a finance department and we need a administration department. In the administration, we have various hierarchy layers like principal, HODs, and faculty members. And in technically, we could see a college has many departments, and every department has a professor, associate professor, and professor. So these are various kinds of functionals structures which are based on functionals and they are grouped, and how the hierarchies has to be followed is which has to be clearly mentioned when we are doing a business. When it comes to business, we have to if they are going to have a multiple level of business, I'll suppose like uh, a single organization has a multiple branches in multiple areas. So how these groups are going to be interconnected and which is going to be the main group. Suppose we can see the example of a banks. There are, there are large number of banks in our nations, and each bank has a central division for every unique regions. That is, for a combination of 5 or 10 banks, they will have a head branch. So like that, the function will occur. They will do the business and they will integrate the data, and they will also monitor the each and every individual banks. When coming to matrix method, where they're dual reporting, that is both the functional and the projects. So like this is like the marketing. So those kinds of structures. So marketing industries follows generally these kinds of structures, and there is a flat hierarchy levels where the decisions are made very soon because the team size is very small. So if I am going to have a startup, just I'm having a 5 or 6 employees and my concern, then we don't need such hierarchies. So we can go with one-on-one discussion, group discussion, brainstormings to promote our businesses. So why these structures matters? So we are forming a very stable of structures in our organization. Why we need to form the structures? This is needed to clarify authority and decision rights. So who is the in charge for the position or role, and who is going to make the right decision, and how they are going to make the right decision, whether it is an individual or a team or a panel of members is going to make the decisions, and who is going to and how to improve the communication flow. So whether I have to get whom I got to report. So I need some permission where I have to go to ask. I need some declaration. I need to get some attestations. So what are the things? So whom to approach? So this will be very useful when you declare the hierarchy. I know how where to report, or I know where to allocate the work. So these are the things. When coming to roles, aligning the roles to strategy. If suppose if some person is missing, going out of the job, so we need where to replace. And what is the quality of people, or what is the education of the person which are needed to be replaced. So that will be very much clearer when it comes to, and it is also it helps to scale the business growth. So this is why we need the organizational structure in a business. So the basic metrics of how to evaluate a business performance. These are few basic metrics that we have identified and we have presented. So like a revenue growth, which is used to measure the sales increase over time. So based upon the market demand and how much you produce, how much of production which can be done by the organization, the revenue growth is small difference. So when coming to profit margin, so revenue is something which is based upon the sales, but profit is calculated based upon the revenue. So uh, next, return on investment. That is, we have invested a capital to start a business or run a business. So we got a profit, and how much profit, based upon the profit, we have to repay the amount to the how we started the business. That is, some who have started with the business with the money in the hand, or someone could have started with the money from loans, so they have to repay their funds or they have to retake their investments. So how much of investment? That is, I have invested 10 lakhs. I am getting a profit of 2 lakhs per month. So I need to take back. So I have to distribute from the 2 lakhs. I'm going to I have how much of money I am going to retake for the capital investment. So I have invested amount and how much time it will take me to take back the amount. Some businesses will take 1 year, some will take 5 years. So this may vary upon the investment type and the business type. Next, customer retention rate. So how much percentage of customer is going to be repeated? How frequently they are going to buy your product? So this is very much important in business analysis. So you must, it is not a one-time purchase. So if you are going to produce a consumable products like beer, cool drinks, beverages, soaps, so these kinds of products, we need a repeated percentage of consumers. So they have to frequently buy your products. And what is the rate of purchase of your products is also matters. Next, cash flow. That is next net cash in and out. That is it helps to short the some shortage problems, because every time we need to, that should be a flow of amount in a concern. The concern should have a regular flow of amount. We cannot tell only by the end of the month we will get the amount, or after 15 days only we have the amount. The company should always have the backup amount in their bank account, right? So this is a few metrics to evaluate a business performance, whether your business is growing or not. So these are 5 parameters which will help you to analyze your business growth. What are the legal aspects of starting or running a business? So initially, if you are going to start a business, you have to register a business, right? Choosing the registration, legal entity types, and what are the things needed, what are the documents needed has to be analyzed, and you have to register your business. Next, you have to file the taxation. You have to file the GST, income tax, and other statutory tax registration. When you are going to run a business, you have to file these documentations and you have to get the GST number. So this will help you to fetch loans, funds from governments. Next, you have to understand the labor laws. So if you are going to employ your employees on contract basis or daily wages, so you have to know the labor laws. What are the facilities you have to provide, and like PF, like medicals and TADS. So these things you have to know, and how much leave has to be given to the employees. If there is any accidents, what is the compensation which has to be paid to the employees, or how much of working time should be allocated, and what is the payment if they are going to do overtime works. So these are various situations and laws which has to be noted by which has to be noted. if you are going to start a business. Next, licenses and permits. So if you are going to do a trade business or if you are going for food productions, there are, every business has a license terms and you have to apply for the license and you have to get. So whenever the business you are needed, suppose you are going to do a retail business that someone is going to buy and you are going to just sell, it's not a problem. But if you are going to involve in the production of something in your business, then you need these certifications and permissions to do the business and to sell your products. Next, you need what are the contracts which can be made with the vendors, customers, or other partnership agencies. So you need to maintain your documents through MOUs or making bonds to file the documents legally so that there won't be any conflict in your future and it will protect your business. Next, IP protection, which is if you are going to have an innovative idea for your business and if you need to protect it, right? Through you can protect your trademarks, you can protect your symbols and business names using trademarks. If you have an ideas, you can protect it through patents. And if we have a software, unique software, you can protect with the copyrights. So this will help you to grow the business it will avoid you the to someone to copy your business. So it will. This is very important. Overview of various agencies which are monitoring the businesses in India. So, MCA is the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, which helps to regulate company and LLP registrations. So, this helps in registration for an organization. MSME, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. It supports small businesses via Udayam registrations and subsidies, credit access, which are all provided by these MSME organization. Next, ROC, Register of Companies under MCA, which helps in registration. Already we know MCA helps for registration and regulate the registration process, and ROC helps to approve incorporation and maintain saturatory fillings. So other details related to a MCA will be maintained and monitored by the ROC. DPIIT, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trades. This is the startup recognition. That is how the startup is has to be registered and how it is going to be running and what are the benefits it's leading to the society has been monitored by the DPIIT, and every industries and every institution, that is every universities and education organization is involved in the DPIIT promotions, and it encourages the students and faculty members to start up and run a startups. So this is monitored by DPIIT. So MCA is the legal entity, whereas MSME helps in the growth for the organization. So these are the main two statutory bodies, and DPIIT helps in the startups monitoring and management. When looking upon the corporate structure and registration, so there are four types we are going to look about. One person co, that is the minimum one owner, the liability is limited, and the compliance is moderate. When coming to private limited, minimum two owners are there, and the liability is limited and compliance is high. When we coming to LLP, it is fixed for two partners, limited and moderate. Partnership firms have two unlimited low. These are the various structures of the process. When we coming for registration, we have to obtain DAC and DIN number. So this has to be obtained to start a corporate organization, and we have to reserve the company name, and we have to file incorporation document, and we have to receive certificate of incorporation, and we have to apply PAN, TAN, and GST for your business. So this is very much important when you are going for a corporate mode. That is big and the formal organization. This has to be done and maintained. Intellectual property rights, already we have mentioned patent, trademark, copyrights, and design. These are the various types of IPR available in India. Patent is based upon new invention and process, and typically 20 years of duration it is valid, and it should be novel areas will be going for patent. And trademark is brand names and logos which can of your business can be registered. And typically it is for 10 years. If you need, you can renew your uh, trademarks. Basically, based upon the company logos. Copyrights are the creative literacy works. Life is 60 plus years, and these are software codes and contents, music documents. So everything comes under the copyrights. Videos, designs, product appearance. So 10 to 15 years. So you can change some designs of your products, and you can get your IPR patent. So how we are going to process the or innovative ideas. So you have to, if you have an innovative idea and if you are going for to look upon to start your startups, you generally need an ideation. And this ideation can be generated by identifying the problems in the real-time market. That is the market gaps. And you have to do some R&D work. So you have to go to customers and collect some feedbacks. And the next step is the screening where you have to evaluate the feasibility, whether it will fit the market and we can get a good business out of it. So these things has to be analyzed and their strategic plan should be made for further processes. The third phase is the development where you build a prototype and you have to test the prototype and whether it can be functional and whether we can go for development. Next is the testing and validation, where the real users has been piloted and it has been tested and various results has been taken. And if there is any fault, the process is refined and for a better result. And after the testing and validation is cleared, we can go for commercialization, we can go for production, and we can further scale up our business based upon the performance and sales in the market. So this is how the innovation can be managed. That is, when you're going for a startup, these are few steps which will help you to guide. So these are the various key takeaways from our today's session. So we speak about the organization structure and various metrics of a business and how to legally register your business and major key players who are guiding and authorization your business and what are the corporate structures needed and what is about IP. And thank you.